Hello, hello! Mais um episódio aqui do Inglês no Micro Rádio. Primeiro eu gostaria de agradecer que você está aqui conosco mais um dia, mais uma manhã ou tarde ou noite, tanto faz. Maravilha! Então, eu tô aqui para falar que continua o nosso código do Cambly, que vai te dar uma aula de graça. Uma aula de graça, graça. 0800, open bar, do jeito que você quiser chamar. Pode?
Yeah, absolutely. So if you are listening to this show, that is already a big step, showing a lot of motivation with your English. And I guarantee you, the next big step is creating a habit of talking to native speakers, like a routine where you're talking to native speakers a lot. That will help your English dramatically, and you can do that with Cambly.
Sim, exatamente. Então vocês já sabem. Cambly.com ou aplicativo do Cambly, se inscreve, não precisa colocar cartão de crédito nem nada. Quando você se inscrever, vai em menu, minutos grátis e coloca Inglês no Cru Podcast. Desse jeito, você vai ganhar a sua aula de graça. Então é isso. Só isso.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, on with the show.
Hello, hey, sweet people, and welcome to another episode of Inglês no Rádio. My name is Foster. I'm an English teacher and your co-host today. And as always, I am here with
Alexia. Hello, everyone, and welcome to a brand new episode of Inglês no Rádio.
Yes. So first, how are you doing today, Alexia?
I'm doing okay. What about you?
Just okay.
Yeah, I'm doing okay. I mean, nothing to complain about besides the pandemic situation of the world, but I'm okay. It's been a normal day so far.
Cool. Yeah. Yeah, me too. I'm okay.
Yeah, I miss you.
I miss you too. So we're both doing okay, and today hopefully this will be the beginning of a new series that we are going to do talking about expressions. So just different colloquial expressions that we use all of the time in English. And we're going to try to make this fun for you, but also very educational at the same time. How does that sound, Alexia?
Sounds like Inglês no Rádio.
That's a good thing, because it is. Okay, so just really quick. So recently, I have discovered that many different Amazon devices, like Alexa and other devices, they have the capacity and the technology to read Kindle books to you. So I can have a book on my Kindle, I can be reading it on my Kindle, and when I want to stop, it can continue just reading it out loud to me. The reason I'm talking about this is because it has given me the opportunity to read and study a lot more.
Awesome. That's great.
Yeah. So I downloaded a lot of books about English and different expressions and conversation, and I wanted to talk about some of the cool things that I took notes on.
Okay, so what are the cool things?
Okay, so we have tons and tons of different expressions in English, expressions that are kind of colloquial in the sense that not all of them make 100% sense, like grammatically, but they are very common. And I think a fun way that we can do this, Alexia, is to focus on specific groups of expressions. And in each episode, we will talk about a different group of expressions, a different category. How does that sound?
Okay. Yeah, it sounds great.
Cool. So for our first group of fun English expressions, we are going to start with animals.
Animals.
So as you know, we love animals, and we have a lot of different phrases in English that are very common that we talk about animals, but they don't necessarily mean anything about animals, if that makes sense.
Okay, so let's start.
Okay, so first expression having to do with animals. Alexia, I'm curious to know if you know this one because before we started the podcast, you said you knew all of these expressions. So we're putting you to the test. First expression, black sheep.
Eu sou ovelha negra da família. We had the same expression in Portuguese.
Oh, you guys
So,
say this in Portuguese?
yes, we do.
Ovelha negra.
Uh-huh.
Hmm.
And we do have a song. I think it's from Kid Abelha. I could be completely wrong, but that's it. Maybe Rita Lee. I think Rita Lee.
Cool. I didn't know
Yeah.
that. So do you want to tell me perhaps what a black sheep means in Portuguese, and we'll see if it's the same?
Sim, é quando você se sente diferente daquele grupo que você deveria pertencer. Por exemplo, uma família, sei lá, quando todo mundo é médico na família e você resolveu trabalhar em marketing, você é a ovelha negra da família, você não seguiu aquilo.
Exactly. So it sounds like these are the exact same thing in English and Portuguese. Do you want to try to explain that again in English?
Yes, it's when you're not part of the group that you're supposed to be. So, for example, you have a family of doctors, and then you decided to work as a business marketing, whatever, and that's it. You are the black sheep.
Yeah. I think a really good phrasal verb to talk about the idea of being a black sheep is to fit in. Like when you don't fit in with your family or your group, that makes you the black sheep.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know if you remember this, Alexia, but my niece, Kimson, who we love very much.
Yes.
Kimson drives a black Jeep. So it's like a Jeep Wrangler. It's a type of car. And on the back of her car, she has a bumper sticker. Do you know what that is?
Yes, it's adesivo que você coloca no seu carro.
Yeah, exactly. Very popular in the US. A lot of people put bumper stickers on their cars. And Kimson has one that says black Jeep of the family.
Yeah.
And it's funny because she definitely
It's a black
is
sheep.
the black sheep of the family. And it's a black Jeep.
Yeah.
Cool. So just really quick, can we compare the pronunciation of sheep, ovelha, and Jeep, o carro?
Jeep, sheep.
Yeah. So sheep, ovelha, has the SH sound, sheep. And then Jeep has the Jeep.
Jeep, ship.
Perfect. Does that make sense? Any questions about black sheep?
No, not at all.
Do you consider yourself the black sheep of your family?
Not at all.
That's interesting. I definitely consider myself the black sheep.
I think it depends on what you are considering, like I don't know. I think it depends.
Yeah, of course. It's a very subjective thing. But
and it can be a really, really bad thing as well. So
yeah, it totally depends on the context, the connotation. Cool. Okay, so expression number 1, black sheep. That's a really good phrase if you want to talk about the feeling of not fitting in or just the differences between you and your family or you and another group. Cool?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, expression number 2. Alexia, can I get a drum roll? Fun phrase number 2 that has to do with animals. To work like a dog.
Yeah. The dog days are over. The dog days are...
Interesting. That's actually another animal phrase. I was thinking of a different, very famous song that has the phrase to work like a dog. And you know this song.
The Beatles?
It's been a hard day's night, and I've been working like a dog.
Oh my God, speaking of dog, did you hear Buddy?
And there's our dog.
Did you hear that?
I did. Okay, do you know what the expression to work like a dog means?
Yes. So in Portuguese, we don't have like, tô trabalhando que nem cachorro. Tô trabalhando pra burro. That's what I would say. Or tô me matando de trabalhar. That's what I think in Portuguese we would say.
Yeah, working like a donkey.
Eh.
Yeah, so to work like a dog simply means to work very hard, to work a lot, right?
Yeah. And nonstop.
Yeah, it is a phrase that I have used to describe myself at different moments in my life.
Yeah, me too. For sure. Tô trabalhando pra caramba. Pra cacete. Pra burro.
Cool. Okay, next phrase we have, Alexia. I'm pretty sure you know this one, but I don't know. So the next phrase we have is copycat.
Next expression, right? Is another phrase.
Yeah, in this case, it's just a word.
Okay, copycat is imitão, imitador, fake, copiador, everything.
Yeah, now pode falar copiona.
Copiona, copião, copiona.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So can you explain this in English, what the idea of a copycat means to you?
Is when you copy everything from someone, a brand, a service, or whatever, you're copying it. You're not actually thinking about and creating it.
Yeah, and I would add that copycat in general has a negative connotation. So
Yeah, it's used a lot for serial killers. That serial killers who saw someone doing a killing that they find interesting, they go there, study everything about that killer, and then they become a copycat. And this messes up a lot with the criminal system, because this person's already in jail or dead or whatever, and then there is a copycat which is perfect, doing everything that that person used to, and it's horrible.
of course, Alexia has a perfect connection with murder.
Sim. Amor, when you say like this, it's hard.
Yeah, when I think about a copycat, I think of like teenage girls, like, oh no, she's doing her hair just like mine. And you think of
No.
a mass murderer that's stealing different strategies for killing more people.
Yes, I told you that the Spy Museum was a perfect place for me. I love that.
Yeah, so in general, a copycat is not a good thing. And the reason I am clarifying that is because we do talk about copying and imitating and mimicking a lot with languages. And in that sense, imitation is a very good thing. It's very good for practicing and training your pronunciation. But being a copycat, normally, not a great thing.
Can we use copycat like when you are trying to see if it was a plagio?
Yeah. You're talking
Okay.
about plagiary
I think so.
when you're copying someone's work.
Yeah.
Yeah. In general, I don't think we would use it for such serious situations. For me, a copycat is the primary example is like, don't be a copycat. Like, don't do exactly what I'm doing.
Okay.
It's a little bit lighter. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. The next animal expression we have, chicken.
Chicken is when you don't have the courage to do something. You're chicken out.
Would you like to expand on that definition just a little bit
Bom,
in English?
I'm thinking because I don't know, I would chicken out. Is that how I say it?
Yeah. So you can simply use chicken as a noun and say, don't be a chicken. And you can also use it as a phrasal verb and say, don't chicken out.
But can I say like, I would be a chicken if someone invited me to go bungee jumping.
Bungee jumping.
Bungee jumping.
Bungee jumping.
Tá bom, bungee jumping.
Yeah, you could say that. For example, my friend invited me to go bungee jumping and I chickened out, or I was too much of a chicken to go.
Yeah, so that's me.
Yeah. So essentially, a chicken, when it's used
We're
in this
chickens.
colloquial context, just means someone that is scared, someone that is too afraid to do something. And normally it's in the context of like, hey, do this thing, don't be a chicken.
Yeah. And this is used a lot by teenagers, for sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
I dare you doing this. Oh, you're a chicken. You're chicking out.
Yeah, we actually have another expression with animals and dares.
Você é cagão.
We say,
Cagona.
I dare you to do something.
Mm-hmm. It's truth or dare, right?
Yes. And you can say, I dare you to do it. And if the person's like, no, I don't want to do it, you can say, I double dog dare you.
Oh my goodness.
Which is like, hey, you got to do it. This is serious now. I said double dog.
And I just thought that dare, consequência, né? Tipo, I am challenging you, is the same name as a friend, Dare.
Yes, I do have a good friend named Dare. Hey, Dare.
Yeah. Hey, Dare.
Okay, so just two more quick expressions that have to do with animals. I imagine you know both of these, Alexia. We have a night owl and an early bird.
I do know those.
Okay, do you want to explain each one separately for me in English, please?
A night owl is someone who works better or do things better during the night. So, owl is a coruja.
Yeah.
And
so someone who works better during the night or does things better.
Does things better during the night. And early bird is someone who wakes up very early in the morning with the birds singing next to them.
Yeah, sure. We even have a
in
phrase.
In my case, gaivotas. So.
Yeah, so essentially an early bird is a morning person, someone that likes to wake up early, that probably does their best work early in the morning. And a night owl is the opposite, someone that likes to stay up late, probably does better work at night. And we even have a phrase that includes another animal. We say, the early bird gets the worm.
Ah, yeah.
Do you understand that?
It's when the birds are trying to eat and then they can find more worms.
Yeah. So if you say the early bird gets the worm, that's like, hey, if you wake up early, you have an advantage.
Yeah.
Cool.
See? I knew every single one.
You did a great job, Alexia. Next time I'll try to make them a little more difficult for you. But I hope you guys enjoyed some fun animal expressions. And all of these are super common. We use them all of the time. So hopefully you can begin to incorporate them into your everyday English.
Damn right.
We went the entire episode without saying bad words.
Okie dokie. Thanks for listening.
Okay, thanks, Alexia. Thank you, guys. We will talk to you tomorrow.
Bye. Muito obrigada por ter escutado mais um episódio aqui do Inglês de Necrorádio. É muito bom ter você juntinho assim de nós. Faz muito, muito carinho no nosso coração, digamos assim. Então você que está interessado em saber mais sobre os nossos produtos e saber mais sobre a gente, o que a gente oferece para vocês em relação a estudo, a challenge, a curso, vá lá no inglesdenecro.com e você pode ver mais sobre as worksheets, por exemplo.
Yeah. If you want to really improve your English, if you want to learn more about the ways you can do that and just connect with us on a deeper level, go to inglesdenecro.com. And as always, keep up the good fight.
And lose well.
See you guys tomorrow.
Bye.